Okay, I wanted to showcase how this build looks when you actually are fully built. And this is about as strong as you would ever get in a real game. And I did a real game where I got almost this build, but I'll show you. First off, you notice I have 383 bullets in the clip. By the time I ever get low, I could just easily throw a dagger to reload. And before I even run out, the dagger will be up. So effectively you have infinite bottomless clip. The dagger doesn't even have to land, you just have to throw the dagger. You'll never reload again. And at this point, you can honestly probably start swapping out some stuff like Titanic mags. But, okay. With this build, I call it a Stealth Assassin build by Garv's Gaming. The thing with this build is it's designed to just increase your mag size over and over and your fire rate over and over so that your ult does tons of damage. You can shoot infinitely. You really will get to the point where you don't have to reload ever again because Quicksilver Reload will refresh your mag without reloading, and this will be on cooldown quicker than you run out of bullets. So you never reload with this build. Alright, first let's go through it. During laning, if you need extra healing, Restorative Shot, extra regen, Healing Right are all good options. Healing Right is more if you're getting chunked down to like the bottom of your health bar and you need just reset basically without leaving lane. That's a good option. Extra regen and Restorative Shot are more of a sustain, and if you don't have to get this, then these are better because they do other things on top of the active. Alright, so laning. Basic mag is really good, gives you more damage, increases your mag size, helps with last hits, helps with denies. It's just a good item. And it upgrades into this later on, which is the same thing but more and also bullet resist. Alright, headshot booster. Really good with bursting people down, especially when you land a sleep dagger. You can get a heavy punch into a straight headshot for huge bursts and get easy kills in lane. Also, it does upgrade into Headhunter later on, which gives you bullet shield, more fire rate, which is good, and also headshots will heal you. Sprint boots. Sprint boots are good just in general because you're going to be running around the map a lot, farming, going from camp to camp. This will help with ganks. Just a good item overall. Gives you some regen, some damage. So easy buy. Extra health. I only get this if I'm having a little bit of struggle on lane and I feel like I'm a little bit too squishy. This gives you a huge boost on your health. It gives you the 11% base plus 160 and then a little bit of damage. Ammo Scavenger, I like to get it a little early because the extra ammo plus when you're getting souls, it's pretty good. The numbers are pretty good. It's not the most amazing thing ever, but it's not bad. And also this character, their mag size scales with their spirit, and also the duration of the ult scales with spirit. So any purple items are going to help with both of those things. So these are both good. Also Mystic Reach just makes your ult bigger. That's kind of the main benefit for that, and eventually you upgrade it to improve reach. So makes your ult just a big massive circle and kill everybody. On this section, get these ASAP. All three of these are pretty much a must buy. Huge increase on your fire rate for this one, plus increased damage. Bullet lifesteal is going to give you a ton of sustain for farming. When you pop your ult, you're going to heal a ton. Also, jungle camps, you can kill them and be full health, so that you can go straight from the jungle to a fight and not be low. Quicksilver Reload, this kind of puts the whole build together because you're going to have a mag size so big that you have infinite ammo because you can just throw daggers to reload, and you put this on the dagger. Ricochet, this is just really good, fits perfectly with Haze's kit. It works with the ult, so every shot will bounce and hit 2 targets, and also it just works with your normal left click. So this is going to help with farming, it's going to help with just overall damage, it's going to give you more mag, more fire rate, everything. I like to get this first when I'm in this section. So I usually go from this section to this section, and I usually get like 1 or 2 of these in lane. Sometimes I'll get both, but we'll see. And then I get this immediately. And then slowing bullets is also super good because it's going to help you just keep your crosshair on the target if they're being slowed slightly. And at this point, it's not so much like, oh, buy it in this order. You kind of just buy it in whatever order you want. Because like if I'm at shop and I have $1,250, I'll just herp and grab this. Even though like it's back here, it's just a cheap grab, so I'll get it randomly. Lucky Shot is a huge damage boost. If I'm farming for a bit and I realize I have 6,000, I'll go straight to this. Sometimes I'll like to get Titanic Mag and Headhunter instead of this. It just really depends. Isn't necessarily situational on whether or not you get it. It's just situational on which order you get it. You will get all of these. They're all good. And then late game, superior cooldown goes on your ult. This allows you to just ult super often, jump in there, ult, get out, and not really care if it kind of was a waste or you only got one target. Getting one-man ults is fine. Improve reach. This just makes so your ults are way harder for the enemies to get out of. In a huge team fight, really chaotic battle, you're just going to hit more people. Unstoppable. This is pretty much a must-buy for every game. No matter how much CC they have, there's going to be at least one guy, like a Mo and Krill, that's just going to ult you every single time, try to shut down your ult and kill you. Unstoppable is going to prevent that. You pop the Unstoppable, you pop your ult, anyone around you's dead. Silencer. This upgrades off of slowing bullets. This has an active that'll make so every time you shoot someone, they are silenced. And that does work with Ricochet, and also it does work with your ult bullet downs. So if you pop this and you start ulting, everyone in a big circle is instantly silenced. Really OP. Soul Rebirth, not much to say about it. It's a second life. Everyone wants this eventually. You always will buy this pretty much if the game goes long enough. Leech, really good. Gives you tons of life still. It gives you a little bit of damage, and it's also spirit power. And remember, I told you the mag scales on spirit power, and also the ult duration scales on spirit power. So getting this increases your mag and your ult, and gives you a bunch of life still. Just a really good buy. Spiritual Overflow, more cooldown reduction and fire rate. It's a pretty good buy. This is kind of more of the sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Like I would probably get this before I got this. The thing that's so crazy about this is this one item will give you 76 spirit power, which will give you a huge amount of ammo, and it'll make your ult last like 10 seconds. Like you can ult and everyone will either be way far away from you or dead before your ult ends. So that's a really good one. This is pretty much the reason why superior duration is useless, because your ult will never need to last that long because everyone will already be dead. Siphon Bullets helps you be super tanky. Every single shot is going to steal life from somebody on a cooldown of 0.8 seconds. Gives you more resistance and more health. It's basically just purely tanky item. Really good for this character with the ult though, because you just press it and every person around you is having life stolen from them on cooldown basically. So it makes you pretty tanky. Pretty good. So situational. The reason I put toxic bullets in situational, your team is going to want to have some form of healing reduction. However, there's not really a good option for Haze because Healbane and DK just aren't the best. So you pretty much will go for toxic bullets if you are the one getting it. But usually your damage is high enough so you don't care so much, and also you kind of just hope someone else on your team will get will get healing reduction. If they don't, then this is the option, and that's why I put it down here in situational. Glass Cannon, I also consider a situational item, and the reason is because typically damage is not your problem. Usually the problem is that you're too squishy, so getting Glass Cannon is a little bit counterintuitive. It does give you an absolute ton of damage, and with lifesteal, it can just kind of negate the minus health. So I'll get it sometimes just for fun, but again, situational, I don't always buy this. Reactive Barrier. I put this down here. If I get this, I get it early on. I don't wait this long to get it because it does give you some ammo in your mag, which is good, and also a little bit of health. But the reason why I would get something like this is if there's a Mo and Krill in your lane or just a Mo and Krill that loves ganking you. When he ults you and you have this, you'll get a ton of health. So, and not just Mo and Krill, really anyone with a stun. But if you're getting this, you're really buying it like up in this area. But sometimes you don't buy it. Usually you don't, but sometimes you do. So, bullet armor, spirit armor, self-explanatory. If you want more of this or this, you can go ahead and grab these. I hope you like the build. It's really fun. This character, his damage is insane. Honestly, it probably should be nerfed, especially with some of these actives on the ult. Okay, and the order that you're going to skill your abilities is going to be Fixation or Dagger, level 1. If you're in a solo lane, I would do Dagger. If you're in a duo lane, I would do Fixation. But either way, it's going to be your first click here or your first click here. Then you're going to do the opposite.
Even the mighty need to sleep.
And then upgrade and then smoke bomb, then bullet dance, and then max out your fixation, max out your smoke bomb, max out bullet dance, and then max out dagger. And the reason for that is this is where a lot of your damage is going to come from, and then this is going to help you run around the map and farm quicker, and then you want to get good ults off. And your dagger is actually pretty good right at level 1. It does get better later on, but it's still pretty good at level 1. Okay, first we're going to talk about the sleep dagger. Throw a dagger that damages and sleeps the target. Sleeping targets wake up shortly after being damaged. Throwing a dagger does not break your invisibility. Sleep dagger does not interrupt enemies' channeling abilities. So if you sleep a 7 that's ulting, his ult will still be going. His guy will fall asleep, but it doesn't really do anything. Upgrading removes 1 stamina, reduces the cooldown, applies a 12% bullet resistance for 6 seconds upon wake up. So if you sleep them, wake them up, they have that debuff. Actually, that debuff is the fixation. Smoke bomb. Fade out of sight, becoming invisible and gaining sprint speed. Attacking removes invisibility. Close enemies can see through your invisible. So if you run right up in front of someone, or even not even like right up in front of them, they'll see a little shadow of you and they can shoot you to break your stealth. Upgrading it reduces the cooldown, then it increases the movement speed even further, and then after invis, gain 30% bullet lifesteal for 8 seconds. So right when your invis breaks, if you jump out with your ult, or if you jump out shooting, you're going to have tons of lifesteal. Alright, fixation. Shooting a target increases your bullet damage on that target. Gain 1 stack per bullet hit, if 2 if it's a headshot. Upgrading makes so 60 spirit damage and 15% slow for 2 seconds to the target every 20 stacks. 40 max stacks increase plus 5 second duration plus 0.2 damage per stack. And as I shoot a guy, you see this little stack above his head, that debuff? If I shoot him ahead and it goes up even faster, that's going to make sure that every shot does more and more damage. And you can see that right here. So 17, now it's doing 18, now it's doing 19, now it's doing 20. It just slowly goes up and up. So as you spray one person down, your damage ramps up. And it caps out at 70. Bullet dance. Enter a flurry, firing your weapon at nearby enemies with perfect accuracy. During the flurry, Haze gains a fire rate bonus and will evade some of the bullets shot at her. So she gets 25% bullet evasion, gets some bonus damage, gets some bonus fire rate, and she spins in a circle and shoots everybody. Upgrading increases the damage, then reduces the cooldown, and then it gives you a partial ricochet during your ult. And that's what it looks like.
Impressive as always. You had your fun. Their dreams will come crashing down. is descending.
I can parry.
Okay.
Enemy's fold the rejuvenator.
I guess no one punched it. Oh well.
No.
Rejuvenator has expired. Now they see me.
I'm coming to Great Talon.
You will be judged.
That's why you have Unstoppable. Tried to interrupt it with the ball.
Look how fast you are, and then look how long it lasts.
Well, that was pretty
Your
good.
mag size. Look at.
They're in our base.
Holy cow.
Toxic bullets. Let's come back.
Sweet dreams. Survive.
Yeah, they are going.
I'm gonna drop in top with Unstoppable. Infernus has a second life. Nice.
Mirage on top of you, just shooting you guys. It's really bad. Okay. Taking the fight here, right? Yeah. Just another fight here.
Slumber.
Okay, good job.
Shadows keep their patronage exposed.
Should be an easy kill here. Okay. He's coming back though, right? He's coming back. Furnace coming back.
Too little, too late, Infernus. Nighty night. Well done.
Alright, with those three dead, we can get something done.
Time to keep this streak going.
Nice. You win this.
That's his second life. Viscous is up again.
Get him. This is it.
I never run out of ammo, by the way. Because I can always dagger before I run out, so it refreshes my ammo.
I love Haze.
If you patron, just focus the patron. Yeah, good job. Nice game.
GG. 22, 8, and 15. Let's check the damage. That's a long game. Okay, so 91k. Um, Next place on my team is 64 and then 50, so huge gap. 22k. The next gap is down to 12k. Look at my healing. This is all from just bullet life still, basically. So I have top of everything, top kills, top net worth. Their team looks like, oh, I'm surprised he was the top damage. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, the build's insane.